mother used to say, "Ibalaye." There are no truer words that sit at the intersection of the life of every woman, mother, wife, business owner, wrapped up in a beautifully organized face that you see. In this season, home is HQ for me. I left the professional kitchen to come home, and I refuse to let that mean that I stop living beautifully. This is my kitchen. I love gardening and I always multiply my plants because that is the cheapest way to continue doing what I do. But primarily, my priorities are on the things that I really love, and I find a way to wrap them around and into my life. So on my kitchen windowsill here, I've got basil because I can use it for a host of things. This is sweet basil. I can use it for pasta dishes. I can use it in soups, broths, stocks, you name it. I cannot live without coriander. As you can see here, I've given it a really hard prune. And that is because I've used it today in my dish. Here, I've harvested a whole lot of it, and very soon it's going to grow right back. There's nothing that beats that because I need the herbs. I've got it on my windowsill. This little tub you see right here is like a propagator. So when I get stalks and cuts of my favorite plants, say like I mistakenly snap a basil, or I mistakenly snap some of my lavender plants, I simply put them through and then they start to grow roots. I just leave them in water like that. So it stays there and then I can use it whenever I need. There are a few things I love about my kitchen. This is a home kitchen. However, I still love to cook really lovely food, or let me say professional grade. So just as good as it will be in a restaurant or somewhere nice. So I would tell you for sure, this is by far my favorite kitchen tool. It's a sous vide or precision cooker. It's from Anova and I absolutely love it. It helps me to cook everything from eggs to steak to whatever I want to cook. It's just a really beautiful tool. I also love my immersion blender, and I love this frother because I still haven't been able to learn how to make my own nice lattes. So this really is a cheat for me. It's from Raffle. I really love it. It was gifted to me by my pastor and I really love it. If you notice, my counter is completely full of mostly food, jars. I don't have a microwave or air fryer. My oven does all of the heavy lifting for me. And that is just to show that you can do without all of those things. You just need to know what works for what. And if you're asking, how do you get your food warm? I'm going to show you in a minute. It's this guy. It's a steamer. So it's so simple. All I need to do is to put some water in the pot, and then I put the steamer on top of it, and then I put the plates in. Or like I showed you in a previous video, I put it in, stick in the oven, and my oven has a microwave setting. So if I just want it to be really hot. I really love the tiny little space that I've got, and how much I can do with the beautiful space is such a blessing. Choosing to come home didn't mean choosing less, it meant choosing differently. And in all honesty, thinking back about it, I am really grateful that I had the chance or the option to do it. Because I know so many women may want to do this, but they might not have the option to do it. I did feel at the beginning, though, that I was missing out on so much, that I was behind, especially when I see my colleagues and the things that they do. I used to feel like maybe I'm just trapped by motherhood and by being a wife and all of that. But now, in retrospect, I feel very grateful because I have a more full, robust life. I have much, much, much more going on in my head and in my life at this time. One thing this life has given me that a professional kitchen will never be able to give me is balance. The balance to be able to choose when to work, when to choose the children, when to go choose myself. And many times choosing myself means running off into my garden, and picking up just that one single interest has really, really made me to find a pocket of time that belongs to just me. I try to wake up very much earlier in the day just so I can have some time to myself. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But then gardening is that one thing I'm guaranteed that no one else is so much interested in it. These days, children like to come out to help me water the plants. But other than that, I know that that's my me time and no one disturbs me. I'm grateful to my husband because he did make me realize that the only time my creative juices flow is when I stop, like that David Attenborough video that said, one of the things you need to do is to just stop, do nothing. And it's so beautiful that, on times or on days when my daughter says, oh, let's just bird watch, we can just put some food in the birdhouse and watch the birds, and or just sit down and listen to the sound of the little fountain that I created in the garden. Speaking of the garden, next week I'm going to take you outside into the garden to show you the same thing. We're going to make something beautiful together and we're going to have a nice time. So I'm going to show you one thing that you can make, even if it's just a party of two. You can see that even though it's just a little home with a little garden, you can still live a beautiful life that you can afford. That is just, it's easy to manage and easy. You don't feel pressured. You don't feel like you're behind. I feel like the beauty of it all is embracing the season of the now. Like I said in the beginning, Igbalaye, that means life is in seasons. And so the more we realize that life is in season and allow ourselves to live in today, in the moment, our lives will begin to take beautiful turns that we didn't know existed. This is so important, that we don't follow the chase and we don't jump on the hustle culture that men do have, and realize that we have our own power to choose to live life on our own terms, to pick what matters to us in this season of life. Sometimes home is all that matters, and home is what we put all our energy into. Sometimes it's business, and sometimes it's trying to make sure that everything floats. Whatever season you're in, remember to fully embrace that season. Love yourself unapologetically and choose to enjoy and have a beautiful life. If you're new here, my name is Ebun. Make sure to subscribe to encourage me to keep making you beautiful videos like this. And I'll see you next week in the garden. Till next time, Tara!